harder for Special to take that third base without having a significant amount of forces. Because even if you just look at the minimap, you can see, and he's actually pushing in here. Is he going to go? Never mind, he's just putting some pressure on. I thought maybe a shuttle was going to follow up, try and do Bulldog. Oh, Vulture gets denied. Denied, Vulture. So, okay, he does have a couple more gateways up now. He's just going for the observatory. Really strange that we don't see him going for any kind of other tech. Some Reaver harass or anything like that. I mean, I guess it's a little bit late going for the Reavers after the Nexus, but I'm a little bit surprised that because he didn't go for the Nexus earlier, I thought he would have tried to put more pressure on him earlier with Reavers. That's really unfortunate because that's always fun to watch, the Reavers being microed around. Reaver shuttle micro is fun to watch when it's been done by pros. He is clearing that mine out from that third base though, so he may decide to put up a third base here and get his macro going. Anyway, what I was going to say is, as you can see on the minimap, basically the only position that would be any good for Special to take as a third base is that 3 o'clock position. And it's really it would be really tough because it's kind of off to the side. It'd be really tough for him to hold that and his natural expansion, his natural second base at the same time. So he's going to have to basically build up off 2 bases for a little while. And so that's going to give Pure the opportunity to maybe expand and kind of catch up economically by getting another base a little bit quicker. We'll have to see what happens though. Oh, Vulture! Nice! Vulture just camping over there is going to pick off that probe before it could build a Nexus and then try and get out of the way. Oh, does get out of the way. He missed that second probe going out to that location though. He had an opportunity. He could have... I'm surprised he didn't run that Vulture the other direction to the base that the probe was going to, just in case another probe went to try and build at that base. It's kind of strange there. He's running a single Vulture around at that top base. I'm not sure what happened to it. It looks like it may have just died. Kind of pointless there. No, it's just running around, I guess. Vulture's just running around doing nothing. The boss was like, you know what, Vultures? You guys have been doing well. Why don't you guys take the day off? Just go do what you want for a change, you know? Instead of just sticking around the base and defending or, you know, killing off probes, just take the day off, run around the map, have some fun. Watch out for Dragoons, by the way. Anyway, so we've got Pure moving around the map a little bit, just trying to clear these mines out, which is a pretty good move to do. Want to make sure that there's you're keeping the map a little bit cleaned up, you know, going through with a broom and cleaning up the map here and there. But Special is actually pushing forward a little bit here, trying to build some turrets. Not a lot of Zealots in the mix. He does have a few Vultures anyways, but does not have that many tanks. So a decent-sized force could take out this little push pretty easily. In fact, oh, this is nice. He's going to run his Dragoons in and take out the reinforcements, so he's not going to be able to reinforce that position. Looks like a single tank gets out, but he's going to run these Dragoons in. He's going to kill off another tank over there. So nicely done. DT's in the mix. Comset's going to go off and take out those DTs. But in the meantime, his natural expansion is getting breached by the small force of Dragoons. It looks like his Observer might have gotten killed off by turrets or something like that. But these Dragoons are just going to work on the Comset station. Yes, taking out the Comset station. Brilliant move. Down to a single Comset station. He's going to have to depend on those turrets mostly for his detection. But unfortunately, the Pure blundering, sending a few Dragoons in without any support there. And now the DT coming in. Oh, the turret's going to be close enough that it's going to detect it, and that's going to enable him to kill off the Marines. And in the meantime, Special's just really... Those Dragoons are just doing a ton of harassment over there, doing a lot of damage, forcing him to stop mining there, forcing him to set tanks up on the top. He's going to kill the Comset station off again. Uh-oh, we could see a mine drag there. Oh, there's enough Marines that shuttle cannot just do whatever it wants, though. And trying to set up the tank below the ramp, gets it picked off. Trying to set up mines to block that for that tank now. I think those Dragoons are finally going to have to fall back. Unless he could go in after the tank. No, he doesn't. Decides not to go after that tank after all. But he's going to fall back out of range and kill more SCVs. So Special is really... That group of just 8 Dragoons is doing a ton of harassment and really kind of playing a very important role in this game because he was really getting pushed hard. And now he's not able to... Now Special is not able to reinforce his push very much. So... Pure was in a little bit of danger and some decent trouble, and now he's been able to stall that trouble for a little bit longer to get a decent force out, just with that force of Dragoons. So very, very well done on Pure's part, Very nicely played. Very good game sense going on there. But he's still moving in here. He's just pushing in off 2 bases. Pushing in with several tanks and some turrets this time. Now there's actually Zealots in the mix. If he can drag those mines in, it'll be epic. But instead, it doesn't really even need to. There's not enough support. Again, this is something that I've been seeing a lot lately with Terrans, is they don't have the support for their tanks ever. They don't have the vultures handy, and part of that is because he was fighting those 8 dragoons back at his main with his vultures and losing the vultures. So if those dragoons hadn't attacked his main base area, he would have had several vultures in there to support those tanks, and he would have been fine. The push is still going to hold. The contain is still going to hold slightly. It's kind of a soft contain now. And it's going to get overrun. Never mind. There's just too much stuff there. Those 4 tanks are doomed. He should probably just pull back and defend right now. Try and get a 3rd base going or something maybe. Because this is really not good for him at all. Those 4 tanks could get overrun very easily. Apparently he's not going to try and overrun those tanks. I'm not sure why not. So he is going to try and push in. I guess Special is just going to try and keep up this contain, this sort of a push. But I don't think he has quite enough forces to really manage it. He's got 5 tanks now. He's got enough vultures to deal with the Zealots, to be honest. But there's a lot of dragoons in the mix as well. And here come the Zealots. He's going to drag some mines. Tons of mines going off in those tanks. Take out 2 of the tanks, several vultures. The dragoons are going to be able to come in from behind as well. But most of the dragoons did get taken out by the tanks before being able to engage. The Zealots managed to take out the last couple tanks, though. And now it's just a few vultures against a couple dragoons. Again, the push gets barely broken, though. I thought it was going to get broken easier than that. But it manages to do a little bit more damage than I expected for that amount. Anyway, so Pure has managed to keep this contain off of him for a little bit longer. He's getting up his 3rd base now at the 9 o'clock position. And now it's too late, buddy. No, you can't. No, when you've got no tanks, you need several tanks there to really hold that kind of a contain. And I don't think it's going to work. Although Pure is down to not many forces. He doesn't have a hero force to move out this time. So theoretically, this could hold if he can get a bunch more vultures there. He needs some more support. Look at this. He's cut SCVs. He's cut SCVs in order to build more vultures. So this is really an all-in thing here. He's really pushing hard on this. Look at this DT drop getting in the back of the main and the natural expansion, killing off 3 SCVs so far. The SCVs gathered near the turret, so the vultures are going to be able to take him out. But there are a lot of vultures here, so really this is actually might work because he's cut SCVs in order to get more vultures out. So he actually has a lot of support this time for his tanks. He doesn't have a lot of tanks though. That's the problem, is he doesn't have a ton of tanks. It could work though. You don't need a lot of tanks, especially with that many zealots around, if you got vultures to counter those. But now the dragoons are coming around the top. There's a force coming around the top. He could decide to sandwich this location, and that would be really bad. If he sandwiches this push, it would be horrible for Special. His push would get broken from both sides, and it'd be really bad. He's got 2 shuttles as well, so he's going to be able to drop stuff all on top of those tanks. Where is he going? No, he needs to fall back. Okay, he needs to coordinate that effort. This time he's going to go in again going into the natural expansion, attacking with 8 dragoons. 7 actually this time, and Special again is forced to defend his natural expansion instead of reinforcing his push here. So his attack, the forces that he has with that push are all that he has. He's trying to move in here a little bit closer. Actually, those pylons are going to be a bad thing. He's not going to be able to get a ton of forces out as quickly as possible, but those shuttles are going to help. The shuttles get a ton of forces, all kinds of zealots on top of those tanks. The shuttle's able to get zealots all over the place, and the dragoon's pushing out as well, but a single tank still holds. There's still a few vultures, though. Is he going to be able to kill off those vultures, kill off the zealots before they kill the tanks? The tank's about to die. It's about to die. The tank dies. And now his natural expansion is under siege as well. Special's push has failed. His expansion has been taken out. It looks as if Special is going to be eliminated from the OSL. Unfortunately for him, he's going to go out now. Managing to get past Luxury, his arch nemesis Luxury, well, the guy who defeated him once before, I guess, not quite arch nemesis, but GG coming from Special managed to defeat Luxury to get to Pure, but Pure is just too good, too solid of a player. And just very smart, and basically won the game by pulling those kind of side attacks, getting the dragoons around behind and attacking the expansion, doing those counterattacks while he's holding off the push barely. Really smart and well done. And so Pure is going to advance to the OSL round of 16, and Special's going to have to go back to the bench. So hope you guys enjoyed this whole set, and thanks very much for watching. GG, take care, and talk to you later.